This is your Weather Extreme video for Saturday, March the 11th. And complicated forecast, so let's get right to it. Satellite image shows that we have a lot of high cirrus clouds streaming into the state from the west. As that system develops off to our west, we can see a surface low over the Texas Panhandle, and that surface low will be developing down to the southeast and moving along the Gulf Coast. In the upper atmosphere, we're experiencing some rather chilly temperatures this morning, with many places experiencing some frost, and that's due to the trough over the eastern part of the country. Temperatures across the northern tier of the United States are quite cold, with single digits stretching all the way from parts of eastern Montana all the way over into New England, and so it's very chilly across the northern part of the United States. Across central Alabama, we are quite a bit chillier than we have been. As you can see, Fort Payne reporting 32. Most other locations in central Alabama getting into the upper 30s, maybe even the mid-30s in some locations. Radar showing a few patches over Arkansas of some light rain. Some of that may not be reaching the ground due to the dry atmosphere. Watch warning map features a number of freeze and frost advisories. That's the dark blues and the kind of the medium blues over the Tennessee and Ohio River valleys. There's the kind of bluish greens over parts of just to the west of the Great Lakes. Those are winter weather advisories, or winter weather watches, actually. And across central Alabama, frost advisory is in effect for this morning, and we may have more of those over the next week as temperatures get pretty chilly. QPF-wise, we're not looking at a great deal of rain, but we do have the possibility of some winter weather. Nothing that I think is going to really have a serious impact on things. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a marginal risk over extreme southwest Texas for day one. There's only some showers or thunderstorms forecast along the Gulf Coast and in Florida for day two, and then on day three we do see possibility of some thunder over parts of the Tennessee River Valley stretching into the Carolinas. All right, the 06Z GFS model run this morning, and there's a look at the upper air pattern, and you can see that we're getting into this troughiness. At the surface, we're developing that little surface low over southwest Texas that will move along the Gulf Coast for the next 24 to 48 hours or so. Sunday, that little shortwave moves closer as it comes along the Gulf Coast. It's a rather minor feature, but that creating rather wet evening tonight and into early Sunday. We may see the precipitation end during the day on Sunday, especially in the afternoon and early evening hours. And there is the possibility that there may be some light snow. I don't think the accumulations will be anything of any significance to cause any impacts, and it's mostly along the Alabama counties that are along the Tennessee line. There are, however, some winter weather advisories in effect for parts of North Georgia and parts of eastern Tennessee. All right, that little short wave moves on, but another one digs in to the general troughiness over the eastern part of the country. And so that brings another surface low down into the western sections of the Ohio River Valley and the central Mississippi River Valley. And that is also going to bring us a bit of a wet Monday. The trough moves in and digs that trough over the eastern part of the country pretty significantly on Tuesday, and that should allow the precipitation to end. However, as it does, we may get some wraparound moisture with it, and the wraparound moisture may actually contribute to some snow flurries, but once again, nothing of any significance. You can see that the trough is forecast on Wednesday to be fairly stout, pretty strong over the eastern part of the country, and that puts us in that really strong northwesterly flow. So on Tuesday, depending on the timing of the front, and definitely on Wednesday, it looks like we probably won't get out of the 40s for highs. And on Wednesday, you can see that surface high settling in over Illinois and Iowa, and that bringing a good northerly flow into the southeastern U.S. The trough moseys slowly off the East Coast on Thursday, and then again on Friday we see that it's pretty much gone. But by Friday, we're watching a nice trough dig into the central Mississippi River Valley once again. So that's going to help to produce another surface low in the vicinity of St. Louis, with a trailing front down into East Texas. Now, interestingly enough, at this point, the GFS and the European have been in pretty close agreement. However, there's a look at the European map for the same time as the previous GFS, and you can see that they're really out of phase. And the GFS is the one I think is a little bit more, I'm closely aligning my forecast with more the GFS. The closed low, or the low digs in and becomes a closed low on Saturday. So that is certainly going to bring us a wet late in the day Friday and into Saturday as the surface low develops over the Tennessee River Valley. And once again, that evening, as the low moves by, we do have the possibility of some snow, probably in the form of snow flurries, but that's getting too far out. We're verging on voodoo country to be able to get any real snow amounts forecast for that. That closed low moves off the Southeast U.S. coast by the 20th, and we're out into voodoo country now. So that shows us drying out and warming up pretty nicely. The ridge stays with us through about the 23rd, but we see another fairly strong closed low over the central U.S., so that could bring another round of wet weather to us by the 24th or so. And then yet another closed low, this one even more southerly than our previous version. And so over, it looks like over western Texas in the vicinity of Lubbock. And that could spell a round of severe weather as a possibility over the lower Mississippi River Valley. But again, we're in voodoo country, so we'll worry about that as we get closer. That'll do it for the Weather Extreme video for this morning. I expect to have the next one posted first thing, I hope, thanks to the daylight saving time change tonight. I hope I'll have it posted first thing in the morning. I guess I've got to set an alarm. I hope that you have a great day, and Godspeed.